I am Aligeri Lingappa, Assistant Professor, Government Postgrad College, Siriguppa. Today, I am going to discuss about moment of inertia of a hollow cylinder, which is under the chapter rigid bodies. We know that the concept of moment of inertia I is equal to mr square. So, the moment of inertia is defined as the product of mass of a particle and square of distance between the position of the particle and axis of rotation. So previous class we have discussed about the moment of inertia of a annular ring, the moment of inertia of a uniform thin rod, the moment of inertia of a disc. So today we have discussed about the moment of inertia of hollow cylinder. So let us consider a hollow cylinder of inner radius R1 and outer radius R2. Let M be the mass of a cylinder and a length L. Then calculate the moment of inertia of a cylinder about an axis passing through its center, that means along the axis of the cylinder. Just see the diagram where H height say L, where R1 inner radius and R2 outer radius of a cylinder. The cylinder is split into infinitesimally thin rings. Assuming that the cylinder is made up of large number of infinitesimally thin rings. So each ring will have a thickness of dr and a length L. The whole calculation process involves summing up the moments of infinitesimally thin cylindrical shells. It is quite similar to the derivation of the moment of inertia of a solid cylinder. Assuming that the cylinder which consists of a large number of thin rings of thickness dr, consider one such ring of mass dm and a radius r. Then we know that by the basic equation of moment of inertia, the moment of inertia of a thin ring which is given by di is equal to r square dm. Then we have to find dm, that means the mass of a thin ring. We know that the relation between mass, density and volume. dm is equal to rho into dv. Since we have mentioned dv in the above equation, we have to calculate it. That means calculate the volume of a cylinder. So the volume which is given by area into length, here the dA is considered as the area of the ring on top. Now we get dA is equal to pi into r plus dr square minus pi r square. dA is equal to pi into r square plus 2r dr plus dr whole square minus pi r square. Here dr whole square is equal to 0 because it is very very small. Then dA is equal to 2 pi r into dr. We can also find dA by differentiating method. So A is equal to pi r square. If we differentiate with respect to r, then dA is equal to 2 pi r into dr. We have to substitute dA into dV. dV is equal to 2 pi r into L into dr. If we substitute into dm, we get dm is equal to 2 pi r L into dr. Then we substitute the dm expression into di equation. That means the moment of inertia of a thin ring. di is equal to 2 pi r cube L into dr. Now you can find the expression for density with the equation density is equal to mass by volume. Now density is equal to m by pi into r2 square minus r1 square into L, where V is equal to pi into r2 square minus r1 square into L. The next step involves using integration to find the moment of inertia. The integration basically occurs from the inner radius to the outer radius. I is equal to 2 rho pi r into L, integration of r cube into dr with the limits r1 to r2 is equal to 2 rho pi r into L into r to the power of 4 by 4 minus r1 to the power of 4 by 4. Then I is equal to pi by 2 into m by pi into r2 square minus r1 square into L into r2 square minus r1 square, r2 square plus r1 square. Here r2 square minus r1 square by r2 square minus r1 square, they get cancel each other, LL get cancel each other, so pi also get cancel each other. Then finally we get I is equal to half m r2 square plus r1 square. So this is the expression for the moment of inertia of a hollow cylinder. Now if you take a thin hollow cylinder, setting r is equal to Ri is equal to Ro, and replacing it into the past equation, so then I is equal to mr square. If R1 is equal to R2 is equal to R, then I is equal to mr square. That means this is the expression for hollow cylinder.